Looks like we finally have some new neighbors, my mom said. In the old Blackburg house? I asked. It's haunted, you know. Don't be silly, Carrie. I do think I've seen a little shadow following the movers about, though. You should introduce yourself. A shadow, I thought. Great, as if the old house wasn't scary enough. Now we have a ghost next door. Not only did I not want to be friends with a ghost, but I had no need for any more friends. I had the 3 best friends in the world. Me, Matt, Chris, and Lily were the perfect gang of 4. We ruled the neighborhood. Certainly no room for any ghost. Well, when the ghost didn't appear for the next few days, my friends and I began to forget all about our spooky neighbor. We continued our normal play, going to the park for some after-school fun. Everything certainly seemed all right, at least until we began to feel someone was watching us. We tried to hide the strange feeling that someone else was there, but we couldn't ignore the spooky rustling that came from the bushes. Every time we moved to a different part of the playground, the sounds followed. Just when we thought we'd finally gotten away, we heard the squeak of an old swing. We turned around as fast as we could, but all we saw was an empty swing. "That's it!" shouted Matt. "Something or someone is following us." "It must be the ghost that just moved in," I said. We all shuddered. We didn't know what to do. It was beginning to get dark, and we needed to get home. We decided to run back, hoping the ghost wouldn't be able to catch up. When we passed the old Blackburg house, though, we couldn't help but pause. In the light of the street lamp, a shadow soon appeared. "Look!" shouted Chris. "The ghost!" "He sure is fast," I mumbled to myself. "We'll never get away." Matt, Lily, and I were scared stiff. We'd never been haunted by a ghost before. We didn't know what to do. Chris was brave, though. He was determined to meet this ghost of ours. We agreed to meet back up after dinner, armed with flashlights. From the backyard, Chris tried to get a good look of the Blackburg house, but he couldn't see the ghost from so far away. "I'm going in," said Chris, and he disappeared into the night. It was so dark, and the rest of us were scared with Chris gone. Frozen with fear, we listened for Chris to return. On his own, Chris followed the shadow that was lurking on the edge of the Blackburg lot. "Finally, I'll get a good look at this ghost of ours," he said. But when the shadowy figure finally came under the beam of the flashlight, Chris met someone totally unexpected. Meanwhile, we waited. Finally, Chris returned, but he wasn't alone. Behind him wasn't a ghost, but a boy about our age. "This is Adam," Chris said. "He's been following us around the past couple of days, but has been too shy to say hello." "Why didn't you just introduce yourself?" I asked. "You didn't have to scare us like that." "Well, your group just seemed so busy. I didn't know if there was room for me," Adam said. "I guess we weren't the most welcoming," said Matt. "I'm really sorry. We should have tried to meet you earlier." "Did you really think I was a ghost?" asked Adam. "Totally," said Lily, "but that's no excuse." We need to make sure that our group is always open to new friends. We ought to go out of our way to make a place for new kids, so they can enjoy the neighborhood as much as we do. "Will you forgive us?" I asked. "Do you still want to be our friend?" "Of course," said Adam. So now our group is 5, and Adam no longer has to follow us in secret. Now we have even more fun, and we all feel silly for how we acted before. Now we've made a pact to go out of our way to meet new kids and make them feel welcome. There are no exclusions to our group, not even for ghosts.